I have a lot to say on God. On God. Get ready. Oh yeah, they changed the whole entire UI of YouTube. Bruh. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear the stuff? I know people gonna hop in this comment section and hate on me and tell me, oh, you can't play the keyboard as good as Eric. And he's a goat. He's a goat. You already know those people are gonna come for my soul, but on God, I know that, and it's not just him. Does it make y'all, when y'all go on, do all that on the keyboard, does that make y'all feel like y'all playing like godlike or some shit? Like, is that the equivalence of like someone finger drumming type shit? I'm just curious. It's the lean for me. I ain't gonna go all the way in like people think I'm gonna go, bro. Because I want them, real talk, I want them to make this shit for like the MPC Live 3.
And we're super excited to reveal handcrafting it with a lot.
In secret, bro. What's the secret? That y'all was gonna do a third version of it? And then if you know, you know, you've been around town and you already know how long it took. It used to be called Atmosphere, if I'm not mistaken. It was called Atmosphere. It was a part of like this 3 plugin bundle. It was this ridiculous price back then, but at that time you couldn't beat it because Spectrasonics, by the way, they have a history of making some great samples. Like they have some great sample packs that you can get, key groups and stuff like that for the Akai S, I believe the S1000 all the way up to the 3000. And you could also use them in Sample Tank for if you were one of the OGs. You feel me? You already know that. Like you could use the CDs. You would just rip the CD using Sample Tank, and then that was it. And shout out to IK Multimedia. They're goats too.
A lot of love and a lot of care.
Mo Cushion was good.
It's really a thrill to finally get to show it to you guys.
891 was popping, my bro. We was just listening to some old school vibes.
For every kind of creator, from beginner to power users and composers, from the advanced sound designers out there to music producers in just about any kind of genre you can imagine. You have probably heard Omnisphere because it's everywhere. So this new version offers... I'm going to keep it a stack, gang. The only reason why people even care about Omnisphere in general, Omnisphere 2 back in the day, it's because of freaking Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin, Metro Boomin Southside 88. Look, it's all confirmed. Look, the conversations have happened. That was one of their go-tos. Grant, for sure. And a lot of people wanted to see which preset that they picked so they can do the exact same thing as them. That was the vibes back in 2015. Everybody wanted to talk about what preset. That's all people cared about. That was the vibes back in 2015. I suffered. But only people like that is one of the main reasons why, at least in our world, why people care about Omnisphere. Because otherwise, dude, if you know, you know. And I'm not going to poop on them right now, but there's a ton of powerful new synthesis features and incredible new library.
Yeah. Trilogy was a bass. It was Stylus, which was like a hip hop plugin, and it was kind of cold. Like there are people that use that shit in hip hop. On God, like Dr. Dre and Eminem, and also Trilogy too. That was good for the time. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get older, you're just going to end up picking up a bass.
Totally.
Few years down the line, there's actual hardware. And if you need an example, it's called the Wave State. Korg had the Wave State. The only problem with the Korg Wave State, real talk, it was massively complicated. And funny enough, the same sound designers from Omnisphere or Spectrasonics worked on that. That's funny, right? Crazy, right?
Designers.
Who knew that?
In fact, it comes with 18 brand new libraries. And these are all organized by different sonic vibes and carefully set up for all of our different kinds of users so that everyone gets a great experience.
And you'll never visit most of those presets. On God. That's a problem.
Some great news because we've definitely been listening to you guys.
Also, fun fact about Eric. He used to do sounds for Roland. If you have a Roland JV1080, mind you, how popular the Roland JV1080 is, homie worked on that joint. He worked on it too with not Young Guru, but there's another guru. I think he's called Plugin Guru, if I'm not mistaken. Big shout out to you, because I already know you're going to come in the comment section and do your thing. Oh, the Roland JV 1080 basically is what Omnisphere, it's the hardware version of Omnisphere. And that sounds stupid because the Roland JV 1080 came out years ago.
The thing you're probably wondering is just how much hard drive space are all these thousands of new sounds going to take up on my computer?
Good question.
Well, believe it or not,
lie incoming.
Our new lossless optimization technology, Omnisphere 3 takes no more space on your system than Omnisphere 2 did.
Oh my God. I'm dead, bro. It was like he was going to say it doesn't take any space. Yo.
Next up are some killer new features that make being creative with Omnisphere way faster for every kind of user.
They really did this. Not to kill it, but that same synthesizer he's playing, which is a Hydrasynth, I believe, that literally can make all those sounds as Omnisphere. I just had to say I couldn't resist. It's not necessarily which piece of gear is legitimately your information about sound design.
If you're an advanced sound designer or a preset surfer, a lot of the time what you really need is just to quickly
Preset
sculpt
surfer
the patch
is
to fit your
crazy,
music.
bro.
The new global controls let you customize any sound in Omnisphere incredibly fast. Let's select a patch. I'm going to go up to the directory here, and here are all 18 of Omnisphere's new libraries. Let's check out Analog Vibes. And how about let's select a pad.
So are we talking about any new
pads.
features, or is it
Pads
just they
Neo
added more
Soul.
presets?
And I'm going to try this Neo Reverse patch. Nice patch. Let's add some resonance. Also nice, super resonant. Let's add some unison. Now, that attack for me is a bit long time.
Okay, so let's go to mutations.
This amazing feature instantly makes fascinating and useful variations of any patch.
Okay.
Let's try this with an orchestral.
So basically what it's going to do is crossfade. I'm calling it now. Basically what it's going to do is crossfade from one oscillator to the other oscillator.
Strings patch.
Let's see if I'm wrong.
This Adagio string
Or
is a beautiful patch, and if you look over here,
it
on
could
the
do a whole
layers, you'll see
page.
there are 4 layers. Let's listen to it.
Okay, so it's going to cross over between different sounds.
If I
not
click this
bad.
button,
rather than an expressive synthesis method, until now. The new dual frequency shifter in Omnisphere 3 not only gives you 2 of them to use in series or in parallel, but it's also the first ever polyphonic frequency shifter. And it
Yo. What is this phase, bro? What is this phase, bro? That man is in he's having a gear and gas.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Oh my God, this man's having a gear castle. I can't, bro. Like, bro, tripping, man. This is Omnisphere 3 introduction, and damn, I think I have keys. Oh, Trillion still exists. Trillion still exists. Now it will make sense. Now, if all of these were, $500, that would make sense in my opinion. But they ain't gonna have that. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in here arguing all day. So let's go ahead and check everything out. Rapidly find exactly the sounds you need within the high Keurig new libraries, meticulously organized by type of use. And then the next one is remastered. Nigga, we bringing the video game shit to the VST plugin world, bro. Remastered in VST plugins is crazy way to sell some shit. All the original classic Omnisphere patches have been carefully remastered and refreshed with the latest V3 features and effects. Now, I'm not trying to be pissy about it or anything. I'm not trying to be too pissy, at least. Because with time, certain things do advance. Clearly, the tools that we have now are, I don't remember what Omnisphere 2 originally came out, so let me know in the comment section. Yeah, when did you acquire it? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Omnisphere fans mad at me for all this shit. Just let me know. I want to know. New adaptive global controls quickly customize the original sound of a patch with the new adaptive global controls that allow easy tweaks to most important sound characteristics. Oh my God. Tons of tune ambience, filter, envelope, vibrato, and unison. These smart controls automatically analyze the patch, so they always work with musical results, no matter what patch you select. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it real with you. Now, just reading that off the website, that is actually cool because sometimes you'll use stuff as a sound designer, and that's kind of the perk. That's the perk of being a sound designer in the first place, is that sometimes you might make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? And that mistake will end up being something that will be huge. You know, I think that goes into engineering. I think that goes into almost every field. You can make a mistake and it could be a good mistake, you know? Most of the times it's not. But being able to make something musically sound in an area where, especially if you're just a regular user, and giving them the power to utilize tools that may not work in a logical sense. And even if you're not like a newcomer and you're an OG, you get double the benefits from it because you already know what things do. And then you can take it there and then it will have smart controls that will help benefit things that you design. I honestly think that's a good perk. You already know what I'm looking for now. All right, so let's keep on going. Let's keep on going, bro. So we're looking at a full price boxed Yo, so we're looking at it's $500. Get your ass out of the street. Okay, so if you haven't purchased Omnisphere 3 and you don't have any pre-existing version, then you can spend $500 for it. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a tough sell these days because there's hardware out there. Now, I'm not saying is that there's hardware that you can get, or just like synthesizers, desktop synths, that can do exactly what Omnisphere 2, 3 can do. VST plugins, people had these arguments or whatever. They're like, oh man, well, you could do this and do that and all this other stuff. And like, bro, granted though, that is tough. That is tough. You know, at least he ain't put no tariffs on this shit. He ain't put no tariffs on the price.